Welcome to Seasparkle's Corner. Welcome to Seasparkle's Corner and welcome to this home improvement episode on this January, what day is this? Let me see. January 27th, 2017. Today's project is this old coffee table. Now, this coffee table I've had more than probably 30 years, was a good guess.
Probably over 10.
Oh, it was more than that. We had this when Emma was living, and we had this when we lived in the apartment, remember? Okay. It came with us from the old apartment to here before we got the house. And this was also used to hold Ryu. Under the big board we used. Wherever that got to, it's right here. Here's Ryu's old board. Okay, so for today's project, we're going to revamp this just for looks, because it's still good and sturdy, see? I can sit on it, and I can wiggle on it. Wiggle, 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 I can sit on it. This is solid wood. This isn't fake wood. This is solid wood. See? So this has some swell-ups on it. So that's basically what we're doing, is I'm going to take, this is called an 8-in-1. Basically what we're doing is getting rid of all the bubbles to start with. All the surface bubbles from age. And then when we've got this done and then we're going to sand it, then I'm going to use this that David already cut and we're going to glue it right to the top to give it a whole new look. This is old wallboard. So I'll see you when I'm done the scraping. So let me show you one more time so you kind of get the idea. And that's kind of it. So I'll see you when I'm done, is when David and I are done scraping. This is going to be a great mother and son project together. Hey, welcome to Seasparkle's Corner. Welcome back. Welcome back. We're still on the same project, and David said we got up all the digs.
Well, we got good enough for the one on the next stage, which is just sanding it.
We got to do, and what I did was, to the best of my ability, because we're going to have this room after, I took my little hand brush here.
Mom used this to scrape, and I used this to chisel up the bigger welts.
And I just used this little teeny thin brush to sweep off and scrape the top. So we're using the table as the table. So now I'm going to take, and I already sanded this. Just doing a quick sanding. And then after he sands, I just sweep it up. In the house instead of on our back deck.
It's like 40 degrees out.
Only 49 degrees out, and it's too cold for me. And I wanted to get this project done today. For a home improvement video. I'm making sure I get off all the dust so there's no problem with glue sticking. I'm going over and over and again. I'm gonna sweep and mop this floor after, so.
Sorry viewers, my sinuses have been kind of bad for like the past
This
2
dust
weeks.
is enough to do it. David should have had a face mask on.
Okay. Now at this point, you
I
want to.
really suggest you wear a face mask when you're sanding.
Well, I just held my breath and just went crazy. Okay, now at this point, you want to run your fingers over the top to make sure it's relatively level and smooth.
Here, David's gonna do that because he knows what he's feeling for. Now, give me a chance. I'll give him a chance to be on camera, not
So
just me.
basically, you just sit down next to it. And you basically look at it with your eyes first, and you take your fingers and just run along like this. And you're just looking for anything that's like just a little too high. Actually, over here can be done a little bit better, but this is full enough so that way the glue will fill in those gaps. So that way it'll be kind of good.
And we're gonna be opening up the house when it gets warmer, so
Now-
we're gonna get the dust out of here.
Ideally, what you want to do is around the edge here. So you're going up here, around the edge here, you would want to actually stain or paint this. Around the edge here, on account that won't be covered by the panel before you put the panel on.
Okay, so I guess I'll do that. I'll be right back. All right, here's the next part. David wiped and cleaned while I opened up the doors and the windows of the house. Even though it was only 40 out. The dust in here is bad for your lungs. So,
Yeah, this might take multiple coats.
the next step to this, with this mother-daughter,
Yeah, look at that, it's soaking right in.
mother-son project, is this is spray can, has primer and cover in it.
Wow, I'm surprised
This has got primer in it, so it shouldn't be soaking in, but it is.
that's because the wood here is so dry.
Well, it's going to revitalize the wood. Watch out you don't hit our dining room table. You got that beautiful cloth on it.
We're right to the laundry man, we did our laundry. Look at it, just sucking right into it.
Well, we got the whole can, got plenty. And that's good. That paint was used on our door. My bedroom doors. Well, I'm going to show it to you when the next step is done. So you can see how he's doing it. He's not getting any paint on the floor, which was my primary concern.
We got the paint, no, it took me about almost 10 coats, and even that I was so inside the front of the can was getting low, so I was like, well, I was just going to keep sucking it up, which is more like cardboard, so I was just like, that's good enough. It's got something in the pores on that stuff, so hopefully it won't swell up anymore. So now basically,
I think your paint job looks beautiful.
so now at this point we're just putting on the stuff to forgot the paneling nails. Oh, well, I'll do the paneling nails stuff later. I also gotta get out a rolling pin too. That's easy enough to get the rolling pin out. Alright. Throw that out in a bit.
An alternative would have been to remove the top and to put a new top on. Another alternative would have been to sand it down and restain it, but the material wouldn't tolerate it.
Well, unfortunately, I have this like problem that on that account we don't have any boards big enough.
You need
cover up the whole
to
thing.
nail it down.
Of course, I have to nail it down. That was given.
See, it's looking beautiful. Instead of purchasing a new coffee table, of this very old coffee table, we're just redoing the top, which I cleaned and did some, with furniture polish, sprayed it and all that. So it's going in the living room like a brand new coffee table.
Unfortunately, I'm kind of out on this color paneling now because I use them all in my bedroom. Anyhow, I'm putting These are nice old-fashioned bigger ones than what they make nowadays for finishing nails.
It just extends the life of the coffee table till we're ready to remodel.
Which anyhow, if you actually take care of your furniture, like, you know, sanding down every now and then and giving them a good old-fashioned restaining and resealing, that don't last you practically forever. It went into a nail.
This coffee table is good solid wood. You're doing terrible hammering.
Lots of hitting something that's like metal or wood or something hard. These are such big finishing nails that it's kind of hard to do anything about it when you hit something.
You're way far over the edge.
Well, none of those guys in the paint when we came off.
Isn't that good enough for this?
Oh well, I had the recording down instead of going in. I would have hit. Well, hit something. You can't use shorter nails for this, just, you know, measure out your wood, make sure you don't have to. We're just using whatever we got laying around.
Oh man, that is awful.
Yeah, hurt down when I was hammering it in. Just to let y'all know, this was results of people put stuff on this before we actually took care of it, preparing it.
Well, that's H.
This here, no, this was all I had to sit on here and put stuff on it and then push it down, which resulted in this pattern happening.
That's the way that wallboard looked.
All right.
Okay, now we're gonna
Now I gotta get out a rolling pin.
brush it off.
Now, if the mom does something, she can basically roll it, pin to squeeze all the air out of it. I'll spread the glue out.
This was a panel we had laying around. We save our pieces and we reuse them. And there it is.
Done.
Beautiful. All right, let me do a good look on it and I won't say the closing. Look how, see the black? I picked black because I tried to pick a color that was good. And so look at that. See how beautiful that looks? And there it is. It's the same, almost the same pattern as the floor because it's the wall. And
one little trick y'all can do is if you're having problems with the board being warped, do this and then throw some weight on them.
yeah.
And then that'll squeeze them down.
This is essentially ready to go in the living room and David's going to do the clothes.
Which we have stuff we're going to put on at any house so that'll solve that problem. Just setting them on it. Orientating their angles so that we won't bump them.
It's really down there.
Alright, thank you for watching. As always, feel free to tell your friends about our YouTube channel or whatever. We're about hitting our next milestone and we've been kind of discussing different things about it.
Yeah,
So
it's coming soon.
So hopefully we'll have something
Ready
for y'all good by then. Alright, as always, thank you for watching and peace out.